What's up, Shagadelics? It's Dial Shaggy back with another video for you all, and this time it is most unorthodox fighting styles in UFC. Now, I'm doing this video just because last video I was talking about Mike Tyson and how his different boxing style clearly works, and I wanted to find out some other unorthodox fighting styles in general that exist in the world, and just I'm curious to see what people have developed and what's possible. So not much to be said about this one. Like the video if you enjoy UFC, boxing, MMA, anything like that, and subscribe if you're new. Don't forget to comment what you'd like to see from me next. And also don't forget to check out my Patreon, first link in the description. Let's go into this.
MMA was originally created to see different fighting styles matched up with one another. As the sport grew, certain styles have become the standard within the sport, such as Muay Thai, wrestling, and Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. Today we are going through fighters who fought in the UFC with a strange and unorthodox fighting style. As always, if you enjoyed the video, make sure to hit that like button, comment, and subscribe to the channel to let us know you liked the video. First up on the list is Katsunori Kikuno. He has a background in Kyokushin Karate and Judo before competing in MMA, where he was able to capture the Deep Lightweight Championship. After amassing a record of 21-5, he joined the UFC organization. To date, he has one of the most unusual fighting stances in MMA. He stands completely straight up to his opponents and very flat-footed. The positioning of his hands are also held incredibly far apart and low. The strange stance combined with his creepy smile makes it hard for fighters to adjust to his style. In his UFC debut against Quinn Mulhern, Kikuno demonstrated how the stance was effective in stopping takedown attempts. Through all 3 rounds, he managed to stop every single takedown and get top position advantage.
Wow, okay, I was not expecting that. But yeah, he is very, very flat-footed, and it works for him though. I totally it looks like he would be an easy target to just get a quick headshot on, but surprisingly not. He's very quick, agile, and can avoid takedowns clearly.
He went on to take the win via unanimous decision. However, the stance is not without disadvantage. With his hands held low, his head is left wide open for strikes to connect. As such, after losing 3 out of his 5 bouts in the UFC via KO, he was released from the organization.
That makes sense. Okay, if I would have waited a couple seconds, I would have heard that, but that's literally why he got kicked out of the organization, is because his hands were way too low and he would always get KO'd.
Next up, we have Kung Lee, the Sanda Specialist. This is a Chinese martial art form that can be compared to a combination of kickboxing and judo. Lee made his professional MMA debut at Strikeforce, where he went on an undefeated streak before becoming the Strikeforce middleweight champion after a win over Frank Shamrock. He was one of the most exciting fighters to watch due to his movie-like fighting style, known for his spinning back kicks and spinning back fist. His style is to pick opponents apart from the outside, utilizing a wide range of unorthodox strikes to keep them guessing. Despite looking like a bruiser, he is a very technical fighter that many opponents find difficult to close the distance with. If you want to see more on Kung Lee, we have a Fighter Spotlight video on him. The link will be displayed on the card and in the description. The third fighter we have on the list is...
So to end off I like his fighting style. That kickboxing comes in handy, or kickboxing influence, and he's very accurate. You could not only probably hear the snap of his feet hitting that guy's face, but you could see the snap of his foot snapping and hitting him. Those are beautiful kicks.
Stephen Wonderboy Thompson, the black belt in karate and American kickboxing. Currently with an MMA record of 16 wins and 4 losses, he is ranked in the UFC top 5 in the welterweight division and the NMF title holder. Ever since his incredible performance at his UFC debut, Thompson has become a fan favorite due to his unique and engaging fighting style. What makes Thompson's style unique is his traditional bouncy Kenpo karate stance that allows him to move back and forth with ease in unison with his background in kickboxing that makes him a real threat in the octagon. His opponents find it hard to reach and predict Thompson due to his unpredictable strikes that they often don't see coming. The next fighter we have on the list,
yeah, you can tell. That guy got hit with so many of them. He was so unprepared.
is none other than Tony Ferguson. He is a former interim UFC lightweight champion and had received 10 fight bonuses through his UFC career. He has a black belt in jiu-jitsu and formerly competed in wrestling before training in MMA. Ferguson is one of the most eccentric personality types in the UFC, from his unorthodox training methods all the way to his appearance at press conferences. And this unusual personality is exactly what you can expect inside the octagon with Ferguson. There is no easy definition of his fighting style, but it consists of unpredictable moves and maneuvers on the feet with a killer submission game off his back. One of the best examples of how these unorthodox movements benefit Ferguson is through his bout against Josh Thompson. Early in the fight, Ferguson gets taken down but does an impressive forward roll mid-air and is somehow able to get back to his feet. He has even trained and incorporated Wing Chun into the fight game, one of the most underutilized martial art forms in MMA. Regardless of the little formal training in martial arts that Tony has received, he is strangely effective in fighting and very entertaining to watch.
That is crazy. I mean, I believe at least they say Muay Thai, or I get them confused all the time now, it seems like, but the slappy thingy he was doing with the pole, that's like, I feel like one of the most defensive, yeah, I believe so, defensive fighting styles there is, and he's incorporating that into his fighting too, which is very unique and probably not seen often, especially in the octagon, so will throw people off, but who knows exactly how effective that is.
Person we have on this list is Yoel Romero. His technique is not that unusual, but it's more of how he fights. Romero is predominantly a counter striker that fights in lulls. He may hesitate to throw strikes to begin with to give his opponents a false sense of security. Then, without warning, he would explode with a fury of punches and kicks. His explosive power potential does come with drawbacks in that he often needs time to recharge between explosive spurts. This style is why many people consider him one of the most dangerous fighters in MMA. In his fight against Robert Whittaker,
did he do that to that guy's face? I'll tell you guys something about McGregor that has that same issue.
he initially just stood there, absorbing shot after shot, but with just one explosion, he was able to completely turn the tides in his favor. If you would like to watch a full fighter spotlight on Yoel Romero, click the link on the screen, or you can find it in the description. This marks the end of our list of unique fighting styles.
Dang, okay, so what's crazy is, so he does those short bursts and really tries to read his opponent before he starts attacking and stuff, and lets them fall into that false sense of security and like they got that fight, and then he goes crazy for short bursts. That's the same issue McGregor has. He's a great fighter, accurate, he knows what he's doing overall, but the endurance, it's not there. He can't go for long. So if you just tire him out and get some good clean hits on him, he's gone. Now clearly this guy though is also effective when he hits and he does those bursts. You got to be pretty accurate and make sure every hit counts, and clearly that guy was pretty good at it at the end. Same with McGregor, so pretty impressive. Definitely was not expecting those different fight styles, especially some of the ones they were combining together with each other. That it would definitely weird me out if I saw someone fighting that way with me or something. But I hope you all enjoyed the reaction. Like the video if you liked my reaction and you like UFC and unorthodox fighting styles. Subscribe if you're new. comment what you'd like to see from me next. And don't forget to check out my Patreon, first link in the description. And I'll see you all on the next one. Peace out.